Big Cat Rescue, Animal Observation Class. Assessing Health Status by Observation. Detecting illness or injury in animals, especially wild and non-companion animals, can be difficult if you don't know what you're looking for. The observer must combine clues from the animal's overall appearance, behavior, and environment to determine the status of its health. The volunteers here at Big Cat Rescue see each of the animals every day, spend a lot of time around them, and are usually first to alert supervisors to problems. Because of this, it is crucial that everyone be aware of some of the signs that may be an indication of a problem or illness. The following information is general and may even be applied to your animals at home. Please review this class periodically to make certain you are not missing important information that may help get an animal treated before a problem gets serious. From this point forward, we will be referring to cats only. Please realize that you may apply these observation tips to all the animals at Big Cat Rescue. The enclosure. Walk the perimeter of the enclosure and observe the cat's direct environment. The entire perimeter of the enclosure must be walked, both when cleaning and when double-checking the enclosure. While walking the enclosure, look for unusual feces and leftover food, and report on the food and feces observation log. Observe the cat's appearance and report any injuries, abnormal behavior, or vomit on the vet observation log. Check that the walls, roof, entry doors, sliding doors, and water bowls are all in working order. Ensure that the entry doors are locked. If a door is found unlocked, lock the door and report the unlocked door to the coordinator. Look for nuisance or deadly plants inside the enclosure. Report any repairs needed or plants to remove on the maintenance observation log. Uneaten food should be logged in the food and feces observation log. A cat may not eat or may have leftover food for a variety of reasons, including if it is hot outside, if the cat is in heat, if the cat is sick, or if the cat is simply not hungry. What hasn't been eaten? How much is left? How many pieces of beef or chicken? Baseball, golf ball, etc. Amount of mush? Stool should be logged in the food and feces observation log if it is unusual. No stool. Is the cat eating? If you cannot find stool, notify the volunteer double-checking the area. Diarrhea. Is it soft, watery, bloody, mucousy? What is the color? Strong, ill odor. Bloody stool has a distinct odor. Parasites in the stool. Vomit should be logged on the vet observation log. What has the animal vomited? Mucus, plants, food? Remains of a kill should be logged in the vet observation log. Periodically, an unlucky guest may wander into a cage, and sometimes eating such animals can make the cats sick. Look for birds, chickens, ducks, etc., wild rats, opossums, raccoons, cats, snakes, etc. If remains of a kill are found, you should notify the coordinator to inspect the remains. The remains should then be disposed of in a new garbage bag. Remains of whole prey items, such as the rats and rabbits that are fed on whole prey nights, should not be logged in the vet observation log, but instead they should be logged in the food and feces observation log, as they are part of the diet that was fed to the cat. Vegetation that needs to be removed from an enclosure should be logged in the maintenance log. Check for evidence of plants eaten recently, particularly large amounts of vegetation that has disappeared. Are there toxic or nuisance plants in the enclosure, such as castor plants or death plants? Nightshade or burr plants? These plants should be logged in the maintenance observation log so that they can be removed. Smell. Strong smell in a cage can be from rotting food, diarrhea, vomit, or remains of a kill. If you cannot locate the source of the smell, notify your coordinator. The cat. Remember, when assessing behavior, you must take all factors into consideration. Some cats have chronic conditions that do not need to be reported on the vet observation log. For instance, Sybil the serval has a permanent leg injury, Persistence the ocelot has chronic allergies, and several cats have chronic limping and arthritis. These cats are noted in the top section of the vet observation log. Time of year or day. During the hottest months, the cats are more likely to be less active and even appear to be lethargic. The cats are more active in the morning, especially during the cooler months, and at feeding time. Behavior that is abnormal should be logged in the vet observation log. The cat won't come out of its den box, especially those that typically will. The cat avoids contact and stays hidden. The cat may be hiding a wound or is ill. Animals in the wild will try to hide a weakness, such as an illness or an injury, in order to protect themselves from predators. The cat is atypically aggressive. Is the cat alert? Does it stare at nothing or ignore its surroundings? Is the cat bobbing its head or have an unusual body position? Physical appearance. Any abnormal changes in physical appearance should be logged in the vet observation log. Coat. Is it shiny, clean, and appear to be well kept, or has it recently changed and is thinning and dull? Is there anything in the fur? Mud, debris, sandburrs, blood, or urine? Hot spots are red patches created from constant licking. This could indicate an allergy or fleas. Please note that at the top of the vet observation log is a list of cats that the vet is aware of as having hot spots, so these do not need to be reported if the cat is among those listed. Eyes should be clear and alert. Is there any discharge? If so, which eye and what color is the discharge? Is the cat rubbing at its eye? Is the third eyelid showing? The third eyelid is a white lid that is located in the inside corner of the eye. Swelling of eye, surrounding area, or lid. Nose. Is there discharge from the nose? If so, what color is the discharge? Is the cat sneezing? How frequently? Is one side of the nose swollen? Mouth. Is the cat excessively drooling or foaming at the mouth? Is the cat gagging, choking, or vomiting? Coughing. Does the cough seem to be from the throat or the chest? Is the tongue sticking out, or does the cat seem to have problems closing its mouth? Is the cat licking and making a smiling face, or is the cat pawing at its face? This could indicate a stick is lodged between the teeth on the roof of the mouth. Is there swelling around the mouth or nose? This could indicate an abscessed tooth. Breathing. Is the cat breathing abnormally, fast, shallow, labored, or irregular? Can you hear it breathing either when inhaling, exhaling, or both? Is it a wheezing sound or loose and gurgly? Gait. Limping or favoring a leg. Which one? Indicate front or back and left or right. Any swelling of the paws or legs. Miscellaneous. Any lumps, bumps, cuts, blood, etc. Scratching could indicate fleas. Something is just not right. Often we can't identify a specific problem, but we know something is wrong. If you are not sure about what normal is in a particular cat, Try to find another member of its species with which to compare it. If you observe what appears to be an abnormal symptom or illness in a cat, look around to see if any other cats in the near vicinity have any of the same issues. Do not touch another animal or enclosure until you have cleaned all tools, emptied your bucket, and changed gloves. If the cat is ill, we need to avoid the possibility of spreading the disease. Always report any abnormal symptoms to your coordinator and log on the vet observation log. Please remember,
volunteers at Big Cat Rescue play a critical role in keeping our cats happy and healthy. If you ever have a question or see something that you're not sure about, just ask. We would rather you be overly cautious and want you to learn as much as possible.
emergency situations. Notify the coordinator immediately. If cats are fighting, in extreme situations, turn the hose on the cats to break up the fight. A cat has a severe wound. Recording observations. Log all observations before leaving the property at one of the volunteer computers. Click on the Google Ball icon on the desktop and log into your account for the BigCatRescue.me site. You will be granted access to the observation charts after taking the animal observation class. Observations are recorded in the Volunteer Resources area of the BigCatRescue.me site. Choose the appropriate observation log located in the left-hand column of the Volunteer Resources site. Choose observations for vet, food and feces, or maintenance, depending on the observation. When adding observations, the Note field is where you can explain your entry if necessary, such as to add that the plant was nightshade, the area of the cage that needs attention, or other important details. When adding observations and selecting the cat name, scroll all the way to the bottom of the drop-down list, as the newest cat names may appear at the bottom instead of being alphabetized. Make your observations as objective and concise as possible. Example of an appropriate entry: favoring right front leg. Example of inappropriate entry: it looks like his foot hurts. Each logged observation has a place for a check mark next to it from either the vet or staff. These checks will be added once the observation has been addressed. Observations for vet. Sick or injured animals and wild-caught kill remains should be logged on the vet observation log. Read the instructions at the top of the page and take note of the animals that have chronic conditions, hot spots or limping, that are being treated and do not need to be reported on the observation log. Click the Add Item button. Fill out all of the information in the window that pops up: date, species, cat name, note about, cat health, note detail, and reported by, then click the Save button. Food and feces log. Leftover food or abnormal feces should be logged in the food and feces observation log. Read the instructions at the top of the page and take note of the animals that have chronic conditions, not eating well, that are being observed and do not need to be reported on the observation log. Click the Add Item button. Fill out all of the information in the window that pops up: date, species, cat name, food left, amount left, feces, note detail, and reported by, then click the Save button. Maintenance log. Maintenance issues, broken cages or water bowls, dangerous weeds, general grounds and buildings maintenance, etc., should be logged on the maintenance observation log. Read the instructions at the top of the page and take note of the issues that should not be reported. click the Add Item button. Fill out all of the information in the window that pops up: date, about, more info, even more info, description, and reported by, then click the Save button. If an animal is in distress or danger, or if you cannot find an animal in its enclosure, call your volunteer coordinator or a staff member on the radio immediately, or call 813-323-3263 or 813-493-4564. Do not simply record it on the observation charts without notifying someone as well.